Another way to manage security is to apply security at the cell level. This will control whether or not the user will see a numeric value for certain intersections of measures and dimensions. We access cell security on the Cell Data tab of the Role Designer. After selecting a cube, we need to determine what kinds of permissions we're going to configure. For example, if we enable read permissions, then we need to provide an expression that evaluates as true or false. In this case, our expression says not measures.currentMember is measures.cost. In other words, if the current member is not the cost measure, then the user is allowed to view the cube content. Therefore, only the cost measure will not be visible to the end user, and a placeholder token will display instead, indicating that the value is not available. Notice that the word not appears at the beginning of the expression. If we have multiple measures that we want to exclude from view, or multiple conditions, we would use the OR operator or the AND operator to connect the expressions together. Another option here is to use read contingent permissions. When we select this option, we would also use expressions for cell security, and typically for read contingent permissions, we're referencing measures that are calculations based on other measures. And with read contingent permissions, we're saying only allow the user to read the value of a measure if the measures on which it's based are also visible to the end user. The final option here is to enable read-write permissions. So if we have a cube that's enabled for write-back, which allows the users to store values, typically for budgeting applications, then we can control which cells the user can indeed write back to.